welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show right here in your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.
And remember, our goal is always to guide you to personal and financial wellness.
Well, we welcome you back to the second half of the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show, where it's, oh, no Gino this week, but we have a great show. Hopefully you tune in for the first half of the show. Charlene Mullen with RE/MAX giving great information regarding trying to, buy or sell a home in the rural communities. You need someone who's experienced. Charlene's got 29 years living there, 32 years experience, and working with first-time buyers. Who does that these days? Well, Charlene Mullen does. So you definitely want to reach out to her at 713-8286. Charlene Mullen with RE/MAX. And today we have back by popular demand. He's probably been on our show at least a dozen times now because he is the man, the myth, the legend in the insurance world. At least for us he is. He's laughing because he's a good friend of mine. I love Mr. Carlos Villalobos. Welcome back, buddy.
Thank you so much for having me again.
And just so you know, it's not, he doesn't pay us to be on the show. In fact, we pay him because he handles all our insurance for everything we do. My motorcycles, my cars, our businesses, everything you handle for us. And we thank you for that.
Well, you're very welcome.
I feel very comfortable. I'm not even worried about my insurance.
I was a little nervous when I saw a couple of videos, though, on Facebook.
Ooh, that's true. He saw my.
Sorry, that was an inside joke, people.
Yeah, dirt bike crash. You know that made the credits for the video. It's opening credits has me crashing on my dirt bike when I looped out at 50 miles per hour on my dirt bike.
I am so happy you're okay.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I looked at that and I'm going, is he okay?
Well, it's so funny how many people went, who was that guy? He probably got messed up. I'm like, that was me.
Well, yeah, you walked away and you have a story to tell.
Oh, my goodness. What's sad is funny. I go on this Baja ride with some of the best riders in the world, and I'm hanging with a lot of the kids. I'm pretty excited, and I'm doing well, and we made all the hills and climb and all that with all these kids. And then I'm doing wheelies down the beach for miles, and as soon as the camera came up and said, hey, you look great doing that. Can I get that on video? Sure.
It's almost like when I come here and, I have it all ready to talk, and then all of a sudden I freeze. It's like, what's going on?
So it ended up being at least everybody had a good joke out of it, and it did make the credits. So like, now you're going to be on the video. So you can go to Dirt Bike Magazine and look at the Baja Beach Bash, and you'll see my crash in living color. Okay. Today, Carlos Villalobos with Carlos Villalobos Insurance. Again, one of the most experienced insurance professionals in Santa Clarita in California, and handles all of our insurance, handles most of our clients now. You guys pretty much lock up a good percentage of our clients once they see what you offer versus what others can offer. And that's head-to-head comparison, so good for you. A lot of people think that people that are experienced can't have great rates too, but you have it all, which is really cool.
Yeah, we do, because we're an independent broker, so we have more than just one carrier. Which means that a property may qualify with Safeco, but it may not qualify with Mercury. But we move a mile down the street, and it's the opposite. So that's the beauty.
You had to do that for mine.
Yeah, that's the beauty of having.
You spent like a week going, now that you're renting your property, I got to find a whole new insurance company.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easy, and sometimes it's difficult, but that's the challenge, and that's why I enjoy what I do.
But it was cool. You always find what's best for myself, what's best for our clients, and that's why we bring you on the show. So hopefully you pay attention, because today's topic is a hot topic, and it's an unfortunate topic right now for all those that are living in Texas. We put our prayers out there and positive thoughts with you. I know our team here at Skyline's collecting food and clothes and shoes and all that, and they'll be shipped out your way for all our friends in Texas. So the topic today, flood insurance.
Yes. The one thing that most people don't think they need, because they think their homeowners covers it.
Right.
But unfortunately, flood is not covered under your homeowners.
Well, but Mother Nature, you can control her. You know when it's going to flood, right?
Sure, you can always go to high ground.
You always know when there's going to be an earthquake. You always know when there's going to be a fire. You always know when there's a flood. I don't think so.
Well, if that was the case, we could be really, really rich people because you could just call us like 2 minutes before it would happen.
Right, yeah.
We get you the coverage.
Yeah, we have our own alarm system. We'll just let you know. We'll sound the alarm because we'll know.
But hold on a second, because flood insurance has a 30-day wait period.
I remember you telling me that because we were supposed to have the El Nino big year, because I talked to you about that. I'm
Right.
like, I wonder if, because I'm up on a hill, I'm not worried about the height or it being underwater, but I do have hills behind me. And you're like, yeah, but what if that goes into your house?
Correct. So
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, and most flood policies do have a 30-day wait period unless it's a loan closing, and then the wait period is eliminated. But you have to have a loan, or there has to be a change to the map zoning.
Right.
But flood insurance is one of those things that most homeowners don't have because they think it's too expensive, which it's not very expensive compared to what it might happen if you don't have it.
Well, i.e. a lot of people in Texas are feeling that pain right now, guarantee it.
Yes, and a lot of people also think that, hey, the federal government's going to help me out with a loan.
Yeah, because it's been deemed a national disaster by the
Correct.
president, so of course now you have the ability to go get a loan.
But now you have to pay that loan back, people.
Yes.
So now you're going to pay interest. So a good example is, for example,
And I know we're jumping in this, but I want to catch your attention because a lot of us, myself included at a time, because the same thing with the earthquake, I can just get a FEMA loan. Yeah, I know. Well, I know my sister who had to get one. She was paying it back forever, and it was basically a car payment.
yeah, if you have a flood policy, you just have to pay your deductible, whether it be $1,000 or $5,000 or even $10,000. That's your deductible per claim. If you don't have flood insurance and there is a declaration by the president, a natural disaster, there's going to be SBA loans, but you have to pay those back.
Right.
The average loan of $50,000, it's going to cost you like $3,800 a year to pay it back. That's $324 a month on top of your existing home payment.
And I was talking to you on the side. I go, that's a car payment, basically.
Or two nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got some cars out there that are less than that. But it's important to have the flood insurance, even if you don't think there is going to be any danger to your home. I'm sure there's people and unfortunately right now in Texas, South Carolina's had it, Florida's had it, and the trends normally happen back in the Midwest to the East Coast. Mm-hmm. But we have winter coming here in California, and I do believe with all the old dams that we have, there's a possibility that some of these dams may fail, mm-hmm. which will cause water downstream.
And we're not prepared. We keep taking out all of our resources to move the water away from us because we keep building around them.
Right. The ground has no way of absorbing it. It's just,
Right.
We're building and building and building, which is great. Right?
Yeah, until you go, uh-oh.
Right.
Because I lived on, and just so you know, you're thinking that there's no way these things can happen. Obviously, San Francisco Canyon, a lot of people going, whoop, yep, flood and mud and all that is an
It just
issue.
happened, yeah.
Yeah. And then you got, I remember, because I lived off of Bouquet Canyon, that wash being filled to the rim. I mean, when it rains, you cannot believe how much water is left behind.
Right. And Santa Clarita's done a pretty good job as far as building away from the natural flood channels, or even the ones they've built. But lately I've seen homes being built where it used to be the flood channel.
Yeah, I see that quite a bit.
And now I'm going, oh my, what's going to happen? Because the water always finds a way downstream.
No doubt.
I mean,
you can't stop Mother Nature.
Not only that, I mean, they think that it's even if it's only going like 3 to 4 miles, it can still move things unbelievable.
I've seen cars move down. I remember I was doing construction on a house, and I remember watching cars literally going down the road up in Palos Verdes area.
Correct.
Down those canyons and stuff.
It is just amazing what it does. So.
Yeah.
A good thing, though, is most people want to know, what is a flood? How is a flood determined?
Well, I'm going to save that. I'm going to save that for the next segment because we have to take a little break here because I don't want to get into it and everybody goes, oh, now what? So we're going to talk about what is a flood, what does it cover, and why you should think about having flood insurance. When we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show with Carlos Villalobos, you'll be glad you stuck around.